Slam.
Oh my goodness. Hi.
Mom?
Hi. Hi. Oh my gosh, you've grown. Hi. It's okay.
I'm sorry for all the stupid shit that I've done. I'm so sorry if I ever annoyed you or made you upset or anything like that. I am so
No,
sorry.
it's okay.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I have so many regrets. I am so sorry.
No, it's okay.
I'm so
It's
sorry.
okay. What happened?
I just really missed you, and I blame myself for a lot of stuff that happened, and I'm so sorry.
I wouldn't blame yourself for what's happened.
I know, I just...
It's okay. I can explain to you what's happened.
Okay. I only know...
It might take a bit, though.
The only thing that I know is that... Dad carried you off. That's all I know. That's all Mickey said. I don't know what else happened. Aside from the fact that Dad could still hear you. But I don't know what else happened.
It's, very complicated.
Gah!
I don't even know how to explain it myself.
Gah. I let it all out, chat.
So... It was right near the end of the war. We were on the winning side. We got to the place that we needed to go. And... I had to... kill my grandfather before he did anything else that could have destroyed people. Along the way, I'd been gathering people's memories to figure out the pieces of what's happened, and I just wish a lot of us in the family known sooner what was happening. That maybe we could have prevented a lot of what happened. But due to people's greed and their wants and needs, that's why war happened. My grandfather, your great-grandfather, had apparently made a deal with the cult. To gain more power in return, they'd burn everything that they had. And they'd kill everything in their way. This also granted them years upon years of life that they didn't deserve. With this, if the cult ever died as well, they would get a chance to come back revived in some way. That's why people back then were coming around that I was told were dead. It's because your great-grandfather had brought them back to life. To continue withholding power and all the other sorts. I did a one-on-one duel with him, and he lost. After that, something was off. We felt a surge of energy in the island. There's always been a form of magical energy, more spiritual and of that sorts. It is why I look like the way that I do currently. I obtained your great-grandfather's power, and I guess you could essentially say I am part of the island. I can still free roam and do whatever I need. It's just a different form of responsibility and powers. More spiritual, if that makes sense. That's why I have all these markings. And I guess a form of magical burn or something of the sorts. You'd watch her pull her sleeve up, and it looks like tattooed layers of different shades of blue and purple, and it just extends to here. People thought that that is what had killed me. That is actually not what had killed me. I died. We were trying to look for the energy, where it was coming from. Your cousins were there trying to help us figure out where it was, because we were the ones that knew the island the best and the only ones that could figure out where it could possibly be. We found an underground passage. This passage led to something I never expected in my entire life to ever have to witness. All the money that we gave them to have the island secure was not used for that. It was used to make a magical bomb. They made a bomb underneath the entire island that would basically scorch a good portion of our Earth. A good portion of our world. They wanted to create a rift big enough that it would continue extending but quicker. And at this point, it was at its biggest stage, where it could explode at any moment. There was no way for us to necessarily turn it off. No way for us to stop it. Instead, it's either we let it happen, or we figure out a different way. And I'm sorry to have to tell you in this way.
I already know. They flew in it. Mickey told me.
All of the cousins are dead. They flew away, plane into it with lots of C4. Because we figured that that's the only way that we could stop it, with a big enough explosion to disrupt it. it still was going off before they could hit it. Reality around us started to become warped in different ways. And what I believe happened is the rift that was in me and any other Far Realms rift within a radius was getting pulled into this machine. And what happened is my soul was too close to the rift, so it got pulled with it, and it caused me to have a very big aneurysm. And for a while, after the explosion happened and the rift and my soul were gone, I was still there for a while. I couldn't see anybody, I couldn't hear anybody, I couldn't move. From what I was told, I was not in good shape. Malleus had noticed something was very wrong. One of my friends was holding me in his arms, trying to figure out what was going on. Malleus had ripped me from said friend's arms, grabbed Aiden because Aiden was also in poor condition, and we left. The last thing I remember was he put me in a pool of water, and he was supposed to help heal me. As for Aiden, he was put in, but he had disappeared. I don't entirely remember what happened or why, but he disappeared. Amalia's freaked out for a bit.
Yeah, he woke up in industrial district. I don't remember what else he said about that, but I know he mentioned it.
It was probably something he set up for himself. An escape route if it meant that he was possibly gonna die. I know that I have one of those, so I expect nonetheless from him as well. After some time in the darkness and trying to speak with Malleus, I started to faintly hear him. And then everything just kind of went blank. And I saw what I believed was the Elder God pulling whatever was left of me the rest of the way through to the Far Realms. And from there, I was, I guess, announced dead. But after what felt like a long time, I woke up. But I was in a different body. I looked a lot more alien. A lot more aberrant. And I think what happened is my body, or my other half, this dormant aberration, made me into a full aberration. In the meantime, while I was there, Malleus, I managed to get contact to him, and I told him what was going on, but trying to get contact after that was very limited. At least from my knowledge now, is they put my body on ice. And they put it really deep within MMI.
Mm-hmm.
And they kept it there. What happened after that was what felt like hell. This is going to be really hard for me to say because I'm still trying to process it. From you, it's been 3 months. For me, it's been more than likely 8 or 10 years. Yeah. There is a huge time dilation that happened in the Far Realms, and it caused me to be in there longer than what I expected. Originally, whenever I made contact again with Malleus, it had only been 3 years. But for me to come back home and to do it safely, it took longer. The beginning 3 years was a lot of running and hiding and fighting a lot of aberrations that were a lot more stronger and a lot more bigger than me. It didn't take me until near the end of the 2nd year to find a safe haven to stay in within the Far Realms. The only place that didn't seem to get warped by the reality of the situation or the plane itself. It was my little nook and cranny, my home. I, at some point, became used to the environment, but I had a daily routine every day. I would leave the haven and I'd walk around, trying to find any way of escaping, way of getting out. And if I couldn't do that, then it was killing other aberrations to survive so that I could eat and have food. It wasn't until around the end of the 3rd year that I had gotten into some form of trap. For a while, what the Elder God was doing, out of anger, knowing that it had lost everything, decided that it was going to try try and keep me there and torment me and then eventually kill me so that it could come back here. Because apparently my body was a key for it to come back here again. And it was going to disguise itself as myself. They had a certain perimeter around what areas it didn't want me to go. Anytime I get close to an area where I could possibly find a way home or get anywhere remotely close, they'd send a flock of aberrations after to try and kill me. Or to just push me away. From what I know, Malleus had sent in a lot of his people and Prometheans of the sorts to try and look for where I was. But it more than likely resulted in the same problem. And one of those days that I was out trying to look for an escape route or get food, I got pulled into a binary mindscape, which is a mindscape with multiple things. And in that, I believe the Elder God was trying to find where I was to finally kill me. And it was trying to trick me into thinking that Malleus was trying to reach contact to me. That was not the case. And I ended up having to fight more aberrations. Eventually, he did actually reach contact, but it was through a bizarre way. It was through a mindscape that I had been to one of his before, but they had remade it into their own, the Elder God. And through that, he was able to find me. I eventually got out of the mindscape through his instructions and guide. I did get found though, and I woke up in a very dark place. There was purple lightning everywhere. No buildings, just rocks, dirt. Lots of fog that you could barely see anything that's around you. And the Elder God had shown itself. Tried taunting me for a while. Eventually, I gave it a deal, saying if it killed me, then I'd let it take my body. If it didn't, I'd kill them, and I wanted everything that they had. That was their memories and a few other things of my choice. They agreed, and they ended up making clones of themselves. I had to fight 2 other versions of it, including the main one itself. I don't know how long that fight lasted for. All I remember was feeling really tired and really drained. But eventually I somehow killed it. I don't know if it was from sheer willpower or other things, but I guess I will figure that out eventually. And I had went to go claim my prize. I grabbed onto the Elder God's core, and it started flooding almost all of its memories into me, but I eventually let go for a bit. Or at least managed to stop it, because if I continued, I probably would have gone insane. And then probably would have never came back home. After that, and continuously holding on to the core, I got in contact with Malleus again, and he found out where I was, and we found a route home. The issue, though, is it would take me down what is called the Astral Sea. And that's a really long place to go down. And not only that, I had to go on what felt like quest and go through different things and meet different people and see different things just to come back home. It took a really long time. I did meet new people. I know at some points I felt like I had almost forgotten my life here. Because of how long it was, how long it's been. I started to lose memories. I hate saying this. At one point, I had forgotten the entire family. I didn't remember anybody. But I always figured, at least while in there and dealing with that deep down in my heart, that I was missing something and something wasn't right. But I still continued on my journeys, and I'd occasionally would remember some things, faces. And then recently, I made it back home. I had been back for a bit, but whenever I came back, Malleus took care of me and all that, and he said that I had been out for a few days, more than likely due to a lot of overwhelming amount of exhaustion. Only around this morning did I necessarily fully wake up. Other than that, I remember. I remember a lot of what's happened here. I still remember a lot of what's happened there too, and I don't think I will ever forget a lot of what I had to have gone through there. That entire experience including the war, has changed a lot of my perspective on life, more than I thought it would. I remember the first few years being there, I'd have these random, like, what people would call like a lucid dream, but more than likely it was a mindscape that I made out of sadness. And it was of places we had gone, or places I called home. And I just would remember walking through it. I forgot to mention this too, which also may not be the best thing to hear. I didn't think we actually won the war. Whenever the explosion happened, I actually thought we all died. In the far realms, you see hallucinations and see a lot of different things that are very bizarre. And a lot of it can be very emotional. And that itself can drive someone crazy. Which is why I think I started to lose parts of myself. I remember seeing visions of everybody dying. And for a long time, until Malleus reached contact again, I thought everybody died. Other than that, I've been recovering, trying to regain parts of my memory that I had lost, trying to recollect myself, and right now that the war is over and everything's doing okay, I'm just trying to figure out where I want my life to go and what I want to do with it. I think one thing, though, that is going to be a lot of pain for both of us to deal with, that I think we should at least talk about. It didn't take me until today to realize that everybody in our family, our bloodline, is dead, except for me and you. You are all I have. And I realized in the past a lot was wrong and a lot of things were not so great. And I think one of the things I want to do is I want to give you a normal life. Or at least as normal as it can be. A place where you can feel happy. Not feel alone. I also want to make the kingdom into an actual safe space for people. I wasn't too sure if I was actually going to come back and become an empress once I returned, but I think given time and a while to recover and a few other things, I want to go back and I want to take care of that. I want to give people a safe place so they can go. That's what it was supposed to be for. I've already been slowly.
I wish my body would stop doing that.
Even though I'm just back, but I want to do something before the summer fully ends. Like last year, we had that beach party event. But I want to set up a vacation, and I want to invite a bunch of people to come with us. And I just want to enjoy living again. So I've already been looking at places to go to.
Okay.
And a lot of places that I think you kids would enjoy. I've been trying to look at, well, there's one place where there's sort of like a hotel, but on the ocean. It's not like a cruise, but it's really nice. I'll have to show you pictures later. It's really nice. It's expensive, but I have enough money to afford it for us to go. I know that we were supposed to go on that Jonas was going to make, but we never got to, and I want to still be able to do that. I want to go. It's a bit of miles away from the jet ski place we went to, but I do want to also go back to that. I might have also found a few different water parks and amusement parks that are nearby that we might be able to go to as well. Like I said, I just want to enjoy life.
Yeah.
I'm also going to have to talk with you, probably Stellaria, and I can't remember names, I'm sorry.
No, it's fine.
It's Sapphire's daughter, the little girl that
Evelyn?
I took care of for a while. Evelyn. I knew it was Evelyn. This is gonna be a long while trying to remember things, so...
It's alright.
I managed to get a hold of my company, and they said that they had somebody that was taking over for a bit, which was my assistant, which, thank goodness.
Yeah.
I was told that they were also trying to talk to you at least a little and help out with certain things because you were still very young.
Yeah, I had a lot of paperwork to do.
I'm sorry, I figured as
No,
much.
it's okay. Aiden and I immediately figured out that you probably had a will, so
I did.
we found it.
Actually. Thank gosh.
Yeah, we found it.
I might have been a little worried that nobody would find the will if I was in the far realms.
Well,
Because I never printed it. It was on the computer. That's all I remembered.
yeah, no, we printed it off, but we didn't really tell Mal about it, but when Stellaria had her birthday party, he was acting off. Like, he seemed really distant. He was looking at his phone a lot.
I
And
remember that. Yeah.
when you died, we came to an agreement that maybe he, wasn't in the right state to take me in. So I ended up
I
staying with
agree.
Aiden.
No, that is very understandable, and I trust Aiden enough.
Mm. Yeah.
So I can understand that. I'm just glad that the others did not try and come for you. Otherwise, I would have come back, and there would have been hell to pay.
Well, it helps that Aiden was actually, legally fostering me. So if anyone did come after me, they'd have the legal system to deal with. Oops, excuse me. But he told me that he could hear you. He showed up at Kiko's place, kind of freaked her out. And I was in the middle of packing and getting ready to leave. Aiden was there. So I talked to him, and he told me that he was able to hear you that day, and he was going to try to figure things out. So, as far as I know, it was only me, Aiden, and I think maybe Stellaria that knew that you were not dead.
It's what I thought it was. The rest of the world thinks I died.
Yeah. And it
Which
took...
I did something, but continue.
Oh, I was going to say, it took a bit, but Jonas kept offering to bring you back, and I kept having to decline, so...
Of course.
I
figured as much.
I feel kind of bad. I kind of was over there just now, and I did panic and run out when I got your text.
I want to message him that things are okay.
Oh, what do I tell him, though?
It's just, shit.
Like, I figured you probably didn't want people to know that you were back. That's why I didn't tell him. I just kind of told him, I'm sorry I can't tell you, but it's an emergency.
Say someone broke into work. Something like that.
Okay, I could do that. No, you know what? I got one even better. I could tell him that somebody... I got a new job, by the way. I could just tell him that somebody was breaking into the shop.
Oh.
Well, no, that wouldn't make any sense because I told him that nothing... There's like... Because there's an actual functioning, non-corrupt legal
really
system.
Sick. a friend was really sick and they needed you. They needed you in that moment.
I got it. Hold on. I got it. Hey, I'm so sorry about what happened. There was a security alert at... I misspelled that. At my job, and my boss isn't available at the moment to get a hold of authorities. Everything is fine, though. The generator just didn't kick on properly when the power went out. That sounds believable, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, I kind of blinked for a moment.
No, it's fine. It's fine. But yeah, it's at Sarah's shop, the one that I told you about. That has like the video games and old tapes and stuff.
Yeah, I remember hearing about it.
Yeah. I work there now, so it's nice. I really like it.
That's good.
Yeah, she's a great boss. And a lot of the people there are really nice too. And they actually have a not corrupt legal police system.
Oh.
Yeah, it kind of freaked me out the first time when cops came in, and I kind of went, uh-oh. And they looked at me and they're like, hey, we're just, we're patrolling the area, making sure everything's all right. You doing all right? And I'm just like, oh, yeah, no, everything's fine. He's like, they're like, okay, if you have
Why
any...
don't we have that in Sophia?
I don't know. They're nice. It's weird.
We don't have that. And that upsets me.
Yeah, I don't know, but what did you do recently?
I did something.
I'm a little concerned.
I haven't told Malleus either. I did a business deal. At least this morning.
Okay.
Before coming here to talk. I don't know how to explain this. Because I had an idea on something, and I don't want to I don't want to tell people yet that I'm back. I want to give it time. And I kind of want to keep the surprise for the vacation for those that I care about. For them to see, hey, I'm alive.
Right.
I might... I was talking to Malleus if, he possibly had something I could control and continue to go around to places, because I still want to go out and, go get things or do things. I just don't want to physically be there right now, because I'm still trying to recover.
You mean like my drone?
Yes. And he didn't necessarily have much. At least what I was looking for. And I did a bit of searching. And I found this really cool robot, and I don't know why. Just bizarre thing. It kind of looked like me in a way. It was really weird. Or it had some form of resemblance. I don't know why. It just looked really weird.
You bought an elf companion bot.
Why are you looking at me like that? Listen, let's not stretch that far. I bought the chassis without some of the mechanics in it.
You know, when I first met someone who was in that chassis, I was like, I don't like how the resemblance is so similar. Maybe it's just a coincidence, but now that you're saying it, now I'm just starting to think that maybe it wasn't, and I really want to tear Technician a new one.
Wait, what? Say that again?
I met a companion bot with a similar chassis at Orlando Saka, and her hair color kind of reminded me of you, and I was like, oh, maybe it's just a coincidence, because it was black and white.
Oh.
Now I'm starting to think that maybe it wasn't, if you're also seeing the resemblance, and I really want to, like, go up to Technician and just be like, what the fuck?
It just says looking at it, and it's... Don't get me wrong, they're really nice looking.
Yeah, are they? Are they, Mom?
The male one. Yeah,
are they? Okay,
They're really nice looking. Second of all, it's just the way that the body looked, the hair looked, and the face. In the lip design. The lip design is the one that got me.
Okay.
What?
You know me, I don't see the appeal in anything like that, so I mean... So what you're saying is you want to control a chassis.
Yes, but I need help. I need someone to, like...
Oh boy.
Gee,
I wonder who could do that. I don't think it's me, honestly. I don't know who could do that. I
wonder
why are you scooting up to me like that? I can do it. Don't worry. I can show you how to do it. It's easy. It's like wearing a VR headset. It's easy.
The thing is that it doesn't have a lot of the mechanical stuff in it, so it's...
I can figure it out.
I can go to the, like...
I can figure it out. I can look at it and I can figure it out.
Thank you. Oh, no,
and I'm totally not gonna use that to my advantage.
Oh, you're gonna add stuff to it.
No, I'm not. But I am probably gonna study it for no reason in particular.
That's fair.
You won't get mad if I, like, see the blueprints and, possibly photocopy it to people. You would be mad, right?
Oh, honey, you might get in trouble doing that.
Listen. I'm just saying it would just be a shame if I accidentally hit send. That's all I'm saying.
Oh my god.
Man, no, I can help with that. That's no problem. You good? You having a moment? You having a moment there, Mom? Yeah?
Yeah, I'm good. Just internal thoughts.
Internal thoughts, huh?
Yeah, a lot of internal thoughts.
I bet.
Maybe it's because we're Japanese, and at least growing up, I've still always been the sort of person to like watch a lot of like K-dramas and Japanese shows or cartoons. So I find like Asian, Korean, and Japanese people very attractive. And that's what they resemble of.
I literally just had this conversation with Jonas like not even an hour ago.
Oh.
Where I mentioned where he was literally like, oh, you're getting to that age, and I literally had to explain to him I don't find anybody attractive. I just don't see it.
So is it like you're asexual?
I guess. I mean, I don't... Like, people are pretty and stuff, but I don't like, you know...
That's fair. Well, the bloodline ends with you.
Well, yeah, he did bring up the suitor part at one point, and yeah. I mentioned, you know, the whole, like, oh, yeah, no, we could adopt, and then I could be that, you know, the one person who fostered a bastard child or something like that, like they always talk about in those weird, like, royal dramas.
Oh, God. Honestly, I don't know what I'd do if I had another child again. Or adopted. I'm not saying you were bad. You're actually really nice taking care of growing up. You're
Can't believe
really
it.
mellowed out.
Can't believe it. Cannot
What?
believe. I'm kidding. I don't know. It was a lot to try to, like, figure out what I wanted to do, though. Because I know that was something I had to think about.
Yeah. Well, so how have you been doing recently? You see, you look a lot more taller.
Yeah,
which concerns me.
I had a bit of a growth spurt. Well, first of all, I don't know what's going on. Like, I thought we were still cool, but I don't know anymore. There was a incident with the group that I usually hang out with, you know, Kiko and all of them. We were traveling on a ship, and Dragon Knight was with us, and she told us, hey, just so you know, this world that we're in doesn't like magic, so don't do anything magical or else the authorities will go after you. And obviously I'm okay, right? Like, the only thing that I was doing was going around taking pictures. Thank God I had, like, thank God I had a Polaroid, so if, like, anybody, like, came up to me and be like, is that a magic box? I can scientifically explain what a camera is. But I kept explaining to them, like, hey, just so you guys know, we gotta be careful now, and I can't be in any danger anymore, because, well, for one, I'm only a kid. Second of all, if I come home severely injured, CPS could show up at any minute and see me like that, and immediately turn to Aiden and go, what the fuck happened to her? Right?
Yeah.
We proceeded to have to run away, crash into an island, and escape cannonballs.
What the fuck?
Because they kept freaking people out and stuff. Not everybody in the group, but a few people in the group.
It seems like they disregard a lot of what you say.
We got back. Dragonite, ye old, Couple of other people were comforting me because I had a panic attack. I got sent home. And I proceeded to leave everything. Because I just wanted to be by myself. Because I was angry, I was sad. I got invited back into the chat, but obviously I mentioned I don't want to do that again. Because it just felt like that everything I was saying was getting disregarded. And, I thought they were fine with that. But it seems like every time I hang out with them now, I'm just there. Like whenever I go to Orlando Saka and I want to chill on the beach or something, it feels like I'm just there.
They have a beach?
And Orlando Saka, yeah.
When was this a thing?
For a while.
Damn it. I wanna go, but I can't go.
I'm sorry. Yeah, you might sink in the sand. Apparently that's a problem. The companion bots face, they sink.
Oh. No.
Oh shit. Uh-oh. I forgot I told Jonas that Dad might have already known about the emergency. Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Now what the fuck do I say?
Why did he say? What did he say in return? Or
he said, "Must have been terrible if your father was even in the know. Are you sure you showed me the right address?"
Oh my god! Did he show up to the place?
I hope not.
I don't know how to help you at that point. That's
No, I know what I'll say. I know what I said. I know what I'll say. My brain was scrambled and I was just saying whatever to get out faster. I apologize.
Oh god.
This is gonna suck.
Just means they care about you, that's all.
In a weird, hey, if I ever get hired to kill you, I'm going to kind of way.
It's business. Which is unfortunate.
Yeah.
But it shouldn't have to be that way.
Yeah. But anyway, there are still people, obviously, in the group that will talk to me, right? Like, they don't make me feel like I'm just there. But after that, I asked Sarah if I could still have the job, and she hired me. So I've been going to work, and I made friends with pretty much all of the neighbors around the business.
That's nice. Hopefully I can go there one day and meet people. Or at least your friends.
Yeah. And there's been something else happening too. I haven't told Aiden about it because I didn't want him to worry, but apparently I've been sleepwalking.
Oh.
I've been apparently eating food in my sleep and also accidentally standing up and then just falling over randomly and things like that. Um, I woke up to a bruise a couple of weeks ago. Um,
Ow.
but as I was explaining to Jonas, it's reoccurring dreams that I'm having. The first one was immediately after you died. I woke up in this place and there were all these people, some I even recognized from like TV and stuff. And I started panicking, saying, no, 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 I gotta go home. Dad's gonna freak out if I'm not home, things like that. And they kept saying, we can't go home. We can't. We're trying to figure out how. I'm sorry, but we're stuck in hell until we find a way out. So I kind of accepted it. And then I would wake up and I'd be like, oh, that was a weird dream. Anyway, but it's very, like, it seems like it's every other week I have it. I'll go to sleep and then I'll have this dream and then I'll wake up and then Aiden will be like, oh, by the way, you were sleepwalking again. But that's not the weirdest part. The weirdest part is, like I said, they're reoccurring, but I would take pictures in my dream because I had my camera with me. And gonna hand you a Polaroid. I'm just gonna DM it to you. It's easier. I took that in my dream.
Oh. That's really bizarre. Huh? It sounds like it's some form of, like, mindscape or magical phenomenon. I'd be careful, though, considering your mana magic condition.
Yeah,
I don't know if
that's...
that has an effect.
Well, I don't think it does, because I know that in my dream, I remember somebody healed me, and I did go into a shock, but then nothing. It was like, oh, I'm okay. Like, I was still using, I still had EpiPens and I was still using them, right? But it felt like it didn't really matter. But, like, I would have this dream that there was, like, this big monster that, like, threw me into a wall, and then I would, immediately wake up with laying on the floor after apparently trying to climb out of bed in my sleep and going, ow! Like, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I also... I don't know, it's been weird. The most recent one I had was a couple days ago. Where we were in, like, a building, and I was told, get comfortable, because we might be here for a while. And I was told we could order whatever food we wanted, if we asked for it. I may or may not have asked for Dad's Christmas pudding, because I was curious.
Oh my god.
I smelled...
Why would you do that?
I smelled something really bitter. And I was like, oh god, this smells really bad. And, my friends, David and Rebecca, that in my dream grabbed it and immediately started scarfing it down like mad men. And when I asked why they were doing that, they were just like, it's got caviar in it. I'm like, okay, sure. Help yourself. And then when I woke up, Aiden proceeded to tell me that I was trying to eat a jar of pickles. So that's what the bitter smell was.
Huh.
Yeah.
That's weird.
It is really weird. And I'm still trying to figure that out. But I remember, like, in my dream, too, like, Iron Man was there, right? And I was like, hey, can I take a picture of you? Because my friend Arya is a huge fan. And he was like, yeah, sure. And I did. And I woke up and the picture was there. I got to give it to her.
Huh.
It was like, I opened up my box of all my Polaroids and they were all there. It was so weird. And I don't know what to tell Aiden because I don't want Aiden to freak out. But, like, I'm still, I don't know. It's weird.
It's like a binary mindscape, but, like, I don't know. Or like a dreamland or something. I don't know.
Maybe.
It sounds bizarre.
And someone, who was it that was, I don't remember who it was, but somebody told me that Jonas did kind of make a comment about it that related to what I was told, but they said it could be your mind coping. And it also doesn't help that it seems like a lot of the people that you are with in these dreams are putting a lot of faith in you to do things. Because I specifically remember we had to go do something, and everyone in the group turned to look at me and said, you can turn invisible. Can you scout ahead? And I remember that. I also may or may not have turned people against something that was helping us on accident. Because it was something related to a Doomslayer, and I mentioned why I didn't like Doomslayers. And I may or may not have turned people against the Doomslayer.
Why don't you like Doomslayer?
What happened in Market?
Oh, sweetheart, I have a really unfortunate thing to tell you.
What?
You know, you remember the adopted family, right? First of all, I'm not part of that anymore. Second of all, there was one Thanksgiving. Remember Chase, when I was dating Chase?
Unfortunately.
It was at Thanksgiving. Glad you agree. Maybe you were little or don't remember? I can't remember.
There's a lot of things I don't remember.
This was like 2 or 3 days. Okay. There's a Thanksgiving party that happened. We got invited to it. We went. Turns out that Slade and his partner or wife, I can't remember, they were part of sort of like that group, and we were not necessarily close, but getting to know each other. And then everything happened like 2 or 3 days later.
Okay. Okay. Regardless,
Yeah. Imagine to my surprise.
Yeah.
With that.
Yeah. I can imagine. Yeah. I still felt kind of bad because I didn't mean to turn everybody against them, but you know what, it's fine.
It happened.
It happens. Oh, Mochi's doing okay, too, in case you were wondering.
Someone did take Mochi.
I would not leave
Goodness.
Mochi. What do you mean? I would not.
Well, listen, Mochi just kind of chills there sometimes, and I feel bad because there's not much.
I
They
don't.
just kind of float. They chill.
I don't think that much thought goes on in their head, so it's fine. But yeah,
There is no thought.
Mochi's okay. I've been taking care of the Pokemon. Like I've been taking care of my Puffle. Everything's fine. I set up security in the house. Um. So, but I did take Mochi with me. But I set up security in the house. So I've been watching the house. Um. I've been taking care of the Pokemon. I've been taking care of my Puffle. Like everything's been okay.
Yep. No, I actually asked Mal that the maids and butlers have still been coming over to the house and cleaning it while I've been away.
Yeah, they have. I told them, I was like, you don't really have to if you don't want to. I mean, I can come over and clean. It's no big deal. But then they brought up the landscaping and stuff like that. And I was just like, okay, you know what? Yeah, you bring up, you bring up a valid point. You bring up a valid point. It's okay.
Um. Yeah, I don't know whenever I'm going home right now. We're just trying to check a lot. We've been, at least for the past few days, checking my vitals and making sure that I'm okay. Mostly whenever I've been asleep. I'm fine right now, but it's just them trying to make sure that I am actually okay to go home.
Mm-hmm.
Which I can understand. The only thing that's freaked me out is this, to be honest.
Yeah, not gonna lie. I saw your hand and I just kind of went, blue.
A Smurf.
Okay, well, I wasn't thinking Smurf, but you do you.
What were you thinking?
I was just thinking blue. It seems like whenever someone
Blue.
has like a blue hand or like a purple hand or something, you know that there's a story behind it.
Yeah. 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 I mean, at least it's not like... That's kind of morbid.
Gone?
Yeah, at least it's not like gone
Yeah.
or
Yeah, that's
like,
what, yeah.
paralyzed.
Yeah.
That's what I thought at first, and then I'm like, oh, I can move my hand, never mind.
My hand's fine.
It's fine. I think it's because, to obtain the island power, your great-grandfather had a staff, I grabbed it.
Yeah, and Mickey said something about you glowing after that. And you were covered in cracks.
Oh, that's the part I forgot to tell you. The rift inside of me was falling apart, and, it was gonna kill me.
Oh, okay. Noted.
Yeah.
Noted.
Being close as well to the huge surges of energy as well didn't help. That's basically what killed me.
Right, okay. I only knew about, like, the big boom thing, but yeah. And
Yeah.
the staff, and, yeah.
The cracking, I think, happened whenever I was fighting your great-grandfather, because I came to realize anytime I'd get into a fight with someone or injured, it caused the rift to start cracking. I think because he had a lot of... I think because we raided the island and I kept getting, like, smacked or shot at or all that fun stuff, it just started cracking.
Mm.
But hey, good news. I don't have the rift in me anymore, so I don't need to worry.
Yay!
Yay.
Yippee!
I don't know what powers I have though, so yay.
A learning experience! Yippee!
Yay.
Yay!
I am worried to learn what these markings do and what this hand does.
Let me poke it. No, I'm kidding.
I mean, I'm pretty sure you could still, like, poke my hand and it feels like normal skin.
Yeah, no, I know. I figured it was.
It's just blue.
It's just blue. Dabba-dee-dabba-die.
Maybe I can go back into trying to learn how to polymorph again. Not for any reason particular, you know.
Okay, well, Mom, I'm really glad you're back. I missed you a lot and I was worried about you. And, there were times where I was just like, man, gee, I bet if there was something I could have done, I probably could have done it. However, it is getting late. I have work tomorrow, and I work it's essentially not a 9 to 5, but it's like a 12 to 8. While I don't need to get up early.
Can I say something?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. I understand.
Huh?
Be on your. I said, did I say something?
Oh no, I thought you said, "Can I say something?" I'm sorry.
No.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't say anything. But I should probably get going. I do have to go to work tomorrow. So.
Yes. I'll let you figure out what you would like to do. At some point, I'll move back to the house. It's just right now, relaxing and focusing on other things.
No, I get that. Right now, I'm just kind of working, going through summer vacation. If we do end up going on vacation, there is one specific date that I'd rather not do because Aiden and I were planning on going to a Gorillaz concert.
No, that's fair. What is it?
I don't remember off the top of my head.
Okay.
I think it was.
You just let me know whenever it gets near or close.
Yeah, no, I can. It's like their 400th like anniversary or something of like one of their albums. They're still alive to this day. It's kind of a shock.
I remember listening to them a lot whenever I was a kid, so I'm not surprised.
I think if I remember correctly, in the lore, Murdoch like made a deal for immortality or something. I don't remember. Anyway, I'm glad to see you. I missed you.
It's good seeing you too.
I love you, Mom.
I love you too, sweetheart.
Can I like visit whenever? Like, do you think they'd be cool with it?
Yeah, they'd be cool with it.
Okay, cool.
You were.
Yeah. Ignore that.
First of all, Danny Malice, I don't think he's gonna care.
Yeah. I don't think he'll care either.
Second of all, you're my child.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think
you never know with like these big people. Like, you never know. Also, I need you to do me a favor because he never answered my question.
Oh no.
I need you to figure out if Dad has the entire collection of Michigan Chillers. It's a book series. And if he doesn't, I know what I'm getting him for Christmas. I'll see you later, Mom.